According to the legislation before Governor Lulian Guerrero, you must be 21 years old in order to smoke weed on Guam, and you can't smoke in public places unless permitted by the Cannabis Control Board. If you plan on growing pot at home, there is a 6-plant limit. As for cannabis establishments, they are prohibited from being located within 1,000 feet from any public or private school, child care centers, public playgrounds, and parks. Bill 32 calls for the creation of a cannabis control board which would be responsible for establishing the rules and regs for cannabis. It will consist of 9 members, the director or their designees from Rev and Tax, the Department of Agriculture, Public Health, the Guam Behavioral and Wellness Center, GVB, GPD, a representative from the business community, and 2 members from the general public, one of whom must possess a medical cannabis card. A 15% excise tax will be imposed on every cannabis cultivation facility that opens on Guam. 50% of the revenues collected will go to Public Health, GPD, Customs, Rev and Tax, the Guam Behavioral and Wellness Center, the Department of Agriculture's Conservation Officer Law Enforcement Section. The legislation also calls for 2 studies to be conducted. First, a baseline study, data prior to the enactment of the rules and regs measuring public safety and public health issues related to cannabis use. The study must then be performed annually. The second study involves the Guam Visitors Bureau, which will be required to have an independent economic impact study related to the legalization of cannabis for adult use in Guam. The study must be conducted not less than 3 months from the effective date of the act. Now, if signed by the governor, the law will be in effect. The Magahaga has until April 9th to sign or veto the measure.